Isle of Wight County is part of Virginia's Tidewater region. Like most of the Tidewater area, the land is flat, making it ideal for growing crops like corn, cotton, peanuts, and soybeans. But it's the local soil that dictates which crops do especially well here.
I think we're unique because our soils are sandy, and that works well for peanuts and cotton, but we also have some land that will grow really good green. We have to have water, like every crop does, when it needs it. But we can grow all four crops really well here, and wheat does well in the wintertime as well. And I guess we're located close to Smithfield Foods, so we have a market for grain, and we're close to the port, so we've got an export market.
Butler has been raising Georgia-style peanuts on his land because they've been more resistant to disease than traditional Virginia peanuts. And with baseball season on hold for much of the year, the Virginia peanut crop has lost some of its market. But that hasn't stopped farmers here from being recognized by their peers. KIRK Jones was nominated by other farmers for his skill in raising peanuts.
It was kind of a shock when it all happened. The man called me and said, you won the 2020 Peanut Efficiency Award, and I thought he had the wrong number. I was like, I think you're looking for my dad. And he says, no, I'm looking for KIRK. So it was a big shock when it happened.
Row crops are important to Isle of Wight County farmers, but the county is also home to Smithfield Foods' world headquarters and one of their largest pork processing plants. Isle of Wight County has a total of 237 farms spread out over 80,672 acres. The market value for all farm products is $64,223,000. Crops account for more than half that at $39,774,000. Livestock comes in at $24,450,000. Farming has changed in the years since Pete Edwards started working the land. He still produces plenty of row crops and raises some 200 head of cattle, but he's also converting an old horse barn into a retail facility and delving into agritourism.
And we had this old horse barn out in the facility where we are now. It used to be a 6-stall horse barn with tack room and everything. And all the kids outgrew the horses, so we converted this into a little farm market, and it's worked very well.
Edwards says he's seen winters become warmer here. He's also seen more traffic in the towns of Smithfields and Windsor. Those in agriculture are taking notice.
We've had a lot of people come into the county from outside of Newport News. They're coming to rural Isle of Wight County. And so we've seen a lot of our producers diversify in their farms, turning to agritourism, turning to the U-pick operations. But we have stayed strong with our commercial roots. Isle of Wight is very dedicated to preserving our agriculture industry and our history in agriculture.
One way the county is preserving agriculture's place is by investing in ag education. Pamela Hall teaches at Carrollton Elementary School and is one of 8 teachers across the country to win the 2020 National Excellence in Teaching About Agriculture Award. The county also provides farm work experience for high school students.
You can't teach agriculture in a class in a cinder block building out of a book.
Judkins comes from 6 generations of farmers and has found that working with kids can be just as rewarding as raising crops.
We've had students come out here that might not necessarily have the best home life. They pick an animal, they take care of that animal, and you can actually really see it change them. It changes their personality, changes their views on life, makes them a better person. Really, it hits you. It hits you at what that can do to a student and for a student.
The farmers of Isle of Wight County are committed to keep farming a dominant part of their local community and culture.
The farmers are good stewards of the land, and they're using new technology that's coming from Extension Service, which is taxpayer dollars that's helping fund that. So they're just not flying by the seat of their pants. They're using a lot of science. A lot of research is going into what you see here before it gets here. So, and they're trying to do the best they can. We're trying to make a living just like everybody else is, and we can't abuse what is providing us the living.
Agriculture has been important to Isle of Wight County since the 17th century. And whether they raise peanuts, cotton, hogs, or other products, farmers here are determined to keep that land prosperous for generations to come. In Isle of Wight County, I'm Burke Moeller reporting.